Here's the part no one says out loud. It's not that people stop planning for the future, it's that rent made planning feel unsafe. Because when your biggest expense can jump overnight, 5-year plans stop making sense. 10-year plans feel irresponsible, and even next year feels negotiable. Rent didn't just get more expensive, it quietly removed the future from the equation. Look around and you'll see it everywhere. People with good jobs who won't commit to cities. Couples delaying kids, not because they don't want them, but because they don't know where they'll be living. Adults treating their lives like temporary arrangements. Not reckless, not lazy, careful. And when you ask why, it always comes back to housing. Long-term planning only works when one thing is stable, and that's shelter. Not cheap, stable. But rent isn't stable anymore. It's reactive. It responds to markets, investors, zoning, and demand spikes you have no control over. So instead of planning life, people plan around risk. They keep savings liquid. They avoid commitments. They hesitate to anchor themselves anywhere. Because when housing becomes uncertain, the future becomes optional. And here's the part that breaks most explanations. Even if rent stopped rising tomorrow, the damage to long-term thinking has already happened. Because once people learn that stability can disappear, they don't unlearn it. This is why advice doesn't land anymore. Budget harder, plan better, think long-term. Long-term thinking requires permission to feel safe, and rent quietly revoked that permission. So what do people actually do instead? Most people don't stop planning, they change how far ahead they're allowed to look. For one, they plan in 6-month blocks, renewal to renewal, lease to lease. Career moves become defensive, life choices stay reversible. Some keep themselves mobile. No heavy furniture, no deep roots, no commitments that can be undone quickly. Freedom on paper, instability in practice. Others quietly plan exits. Different cities, different countries, different systems. Not because they hate where they are, but because they don't trust it. And some compress life. Smaller space, delayed milestones, reduced expectations, not as a strategy, but as containment. Every one of these options has a cost. Short-term planning keeps you flexible, but it slowly erodes momentum. Geographic freedom prevents entrapment, but it weakens belonging. Exit strategies create hope, but they also prevent full investment in the present. And life compression protects cash while quietly shrinking identity. None of these are wrong. They're rational responses to an unstable input, but they all delay something. This isn't about telling you what to do. It's about naming what changed. Rent didn't just increase costs. It shortened time horizons. So if planning feels impossible, that's not a personal failure. It's a rational adaptation. The real question isn't how to plan again. It's whether long-term planning is even rewarded anymore inside a system that no longer protects stability. And if rent never becomes predictable again, what does the future even mean?